Okay, everyone, this is a training session specifically for the new um, different kinds of registrations that Atomy is now offering as of March the 1st, 2022. So that's only, less than a week away. So it's good to know how this works. There's a lot of changes here, so I'm going to go through it step by step, and let's get started. So the first thing is it should be very simple and straightforward, but there's a lot of steps, so we want to make sure we don't miss the steps. So what's new? So first of all, there's two types of memberships now. The customer membership, which is the regular membership, and this is open to actually anybody who lives in Canada. They don't have to be a citizen or a legal resident. They could be a student from another country here just to study, or they could be here on a work visa. So anybody that actually live here that has an address where they can get stuff shipped to will be able to register as a customer, which is incredible. And so that's very, very good. And the second membership is the business membership called the absolute membership. And this is open to only Canadian citizens or residents, legal residents. So people who don't have their proper credentials, whether a citizen or legal resident, cannot become an APSTR membership. They have all of the rights and privileges of a customer membership, but they will have extra, which is actually be able to earn money. And so they have to upload certain legal documents, etc., to actually receive any commissions that they may have earned. And another security procedure that's been implemented here, now there has to be an email verification before somebody can continue with their registration. What this does is this ensures that there's only one email per registration, so that you can't use somebody else's email and register somebody else. So they have to have they actually have to have access to their email account, whether it's on the phone or in the computer, to be able to verify it and then continue on with membership. And for the absolute memberships, there's stuff that they need to do, which is upload certain documents. We'll do that, go over that later. And as I said, only Canadian citizens or the permanent residents are eligible for the absolute membership. All right, so what are the steps? First step, now on the left side is what the steps are on the mobile app. So if you're not familiar with the app, the very first thing you need to do is actually download the app on your iPhone or on your Android, and you go to the App Store for the iPhone, and on the Android, you go to your Play Store and you search for Atomy, Atomy, and then select where it says Atomy Official. So then once you've downloaded the app, you can actually register people directly on the app. You can do this on your iPad as well, because now a lot of people actually don't even have a laptop. They just may have a iPad and in their phone. So you can do this with any device. So the right side is what you will see actually on your laptop or computer. So just join us. So once you've signed in on the Atomy website, whether it's on your mobile app or on your laptop, just like before, you have to be inside the website to actually register somebody. All right, so here we go. So step 2, this is still the same. You have to log in.
Sorry, Anna, it's not showing on the screen. There's nothing on the screen.
Nothing on the screen? Just one second. Let me go back. What's going on here? Let's just see. Here. Oh, okay. I haven't shared. That's why. Okay. Well, lovely. I'm glad you told me. Okay. So let's share, and I will actually start again, so that since I'm typing this. What's happening here? Okay. Oops. What's going on? Okay. All right. Everyone, we are going to be reviewing the new simple and easy registration process for Atomy Canada, which will come into effect March the 1st. And so we're going to get right to it. So the requirements are, there's two types of registration now. Currently, there's only one, but starting March 1st, there'll be two: a customer registration, which is considered the regular membership, and this is open to everyone in Canada. They can be citizens, they can be landed immigrants. Also, they do not have to, they can be a student from another country who's not a citizen or a permanent resident, and also people with work visas. So it's not limited to citizens or a landed immigrant status. And this regular customer membership gives people the ability to order products and have it delivered to where they live. So as long as they have a residence that products can be shipped to, then they're good to go. The second membership is the absolute membership, which is specifically for people who would like to earn extra income, so that they'll be able to earn commissions, etc. And so this membership, there's some requirements. They have to be citizens or legal residents, and they'll have to update certain documents to prove that's the case. Third thing that's different from the previous registration process is now there's going to be another step for email verification. A lot of people are used to this because this is used quite frequently in a lot of other registration processes, but this ensures that there's only one valid email per registration. And also, what can happen is that when somebody registers as just a regular customer, and then over a period of time they decide, hey, you know, this is something that I may be able to earn some money, they will actually be able to upgrade their membership to the absolute membership, totally free, no membership, there's any fees involved, and all they have to do is upload certain documents and edit my account, but they must be a Canadian citizen or a landed immigrant. So the documents that are going to be required is the direct deposit form, the social insurance number document that shows their name and the SIN number, plus a government photo ID to sort of match everything, just to say you are who you are. Just going to get rid of a certain thing here. Okay. Now, only Canadian citizens and permanent residents of Canada are eligible for the absolute membership. So what are the steps? The first step is the same, either in your mobile app or on your laptop. You need to sign in to the Atomy website and click Join Us. So on the website, it's right here up at the top, and on the app, it's quite simple. There's just a selection that you click Join Us. And once you get in on the computer or laptop, you'll get this. You have to log in as a member. It could be your membership or one of your downlines. It doesn't matter, but you need to be inside the website to actually register somebody. And same thing in your phone or your iPad. You need to log in as a sponsor and the guest password. Or actually, the person can actually download the app themselves and they can do the registration, but they still need to log in as the sponsor with the guest password. So they have to be inside the website. So the first step is join. Click join, same as the current system. It must be here, customer account must be 18 years of age and any resident of Canada. So this is changed here. This is for the global members, people who live outside of the country. You would click here. But this is specifically for members who live in a country that Atomy does not yet have a head office and a distribution center, but they're still part of the network. And so we'll talk about that in another session. So the next step is there's going to be a video that the person has to watch. I don't know how long it is yet because I haven't seen it. It should be fairly short. And what they have to do is they have to read and understand the terms and conditions. And before they can proceed, they have to watch the video, scroll down, read and accept all the terms and conditions. They're trying to just ensure that people understand what they're agreeing to. There's a member agreement, I believe there's a business agreement, and there's also a privacy agreement. So read and scroll down all terms. They must scroll down and click confirm for each of the 3 conditions. The next step is, depending on whether they want to join as a regular customer membership or absolute, the first few steps are the same. So we're going to just go through the customer membership, and then the absolute membership, they just need to add extra information. So here we go. The first thing they're going to do is they need to verify their email address. Okay? And if the verification, if there's a duplicate email, they're going to have a fail indicator, which means they're going to have to get a different email address that they can use to register themselves. If they don't have one, then you'll need to wait till they create a new one, either a new Gmail address, etc. Okay, and in the website, it will show you it's successful or it's a fail. So assuming it's successful, then you'll be able to proceed. And so once it's verified, you'll get a little notice here that says verification complete in both the mobile application and in the website. So this is actually the mobile, I believe, and here's the website. They've kind of switched this here for here. Step 3, we will then continue with, this is pretty straightforward, with the personal information. So once the email verification is finished, fill out the rest of the membership information, check the click boxes to confirm that you have inputted the correct legal name. This is really, really important. You need to put in the legal name, not their common name or their nickname, etc., or initials. It needs to be Mary Jane, Thompson, because if they ever do switch over to the business membership, the absolute membership, then if they receive any commissions, they're going to get a T4 slip. So they need to have the same legal name as any tax document. So you need to make sure that occurs, because they're actually going to have to change the name if and when they actually have to change it to the absolute. And so if you'd like to receive there's also another box where it says, if you would like to receive communication email from Atomy, mark the checkbox below. So that's another new insert. And if you'd like to register your spouse as a secondary member, click yes and input the spouse's name and date of birth. This is also a new process in the registration. Then double check everything is correct, and then you click next. And what we need to do is input the center, the education center. So firstly, input the sponsor ID right here, sponsor ID, and you click search. We do that right now. So when you search, click the checkbox to confirm that you have inputted the correct sponsor ID. Okay, please double check if you input the correct ID. So it's very, very important that your sponsor ID is correct. And when you press search, it's actually going to come out, it will populate your sponsor's name. So then it's like, oh, Tim Jones. Okay, that's my sponsor. That's the person that should be my sponsor. You will click that the input is correct sponsor ID. But this is going to get confusing, because when you register a new person as a customer, you're going to not give them your ID number as a sponsor. You're going to give whoever you want to place that person under. So you have to actually tell the person that your sponsor is a different person than me, but you'll be still in my network. So I am your direct sponsor, but that person is the official sponsor in the website. All right. So because they're going to be like, how come it's somebody I don't know? And that comes up quite frequently. So you need to tell them ahead of time so that they are not surprised. Okay. And then what will happen is when their name comes up, you should be the center is the education center that's associated with that sponsor. So it should populate the same one. But if you need to search, there's a search button here, and it will actually give you a Google map, and you can search by area, which is also new. So if everything looks good, if you are a Hamilton Center person, then it should come up Hamilton Success Center. And so then you would confirm. This is why, even though the person is registering as a consumer, a regular membership, you really need to do it with them step by step. They're not going to be able to figure out what all this means because it's not your typical registration for just a website, okay, where they only need a name, address, and email and phone number. Okay, so it's really imperative that you don't just send them the link and then get them to figure it out. It's going to be difficult, and there's a lot of chance for making mistakes. And if there's mistakes, it's a lot of work to try to correct them through head office. All right, so just tell them, oh, I'd be happy to help you step by step to become a customer membership. But there's a couple areas that's kind of tricky, so I'd like to make sure we don't make any mistakes. So I will help you step by step. Okay. Next step is step 5. Then you'll say Atomy registration complete. Review the application. This is also new, which is great because it gives us a chance to, if there was any mistakes, it'll give us a chance to correct them. And you have actually now 2 weeks to change even your name and your date of birth, because previously, or actually right now, when you put your name and your date of birth and you have registered, it's done, you cannot change it. There's no way to edit. But now, 2 weeks of grace period, you go, oh my goodness, I spelled my name wrong, or my birthday is the wrong year. Then you can go in and actually change it. This is fabulous. It's another thing that we all input in and say, why can't we change our names? Because mistakes can be made in any field. And the person will automatically get a welcome email, which is great. They do currently, but it doesn't have as much information. So they'll receive a registration confirmation email, and so they can review their information. And then if there's something wrong, they can then change it as well, because they may not notice it the day that they register. So they've got a couple of weeks to change it. If you register under an incorrect line, meaning it was a different sponsor, the wrong sponsor, that's something that has to be done by Atomy Canada. And they have 5 days to get that done. It's very short. Also, you can't order anything. If anything's been ordered under that person and registered, the order registered, they will not be able to change the line. It has to be totally free of any orders, and you have 5 days to change it. So you as a sponsor or you as a leader need to make sure that they have the correct sponsor ID. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go through the switching over. So that was how you register anyone that doesn't want to, that really they just want to order products and use the products. And almost 90% or more of the people in the beginning have no really, they have no need to become a member. They don't, not a member, but a business membership, or they don't, they're not joining Atomy really to earn extra money. Very few people join initially specifically for that. So almost everyone you're going to register as a regular customer. And then once they start using the products and start learning a bit more about the company, and then start thinking about, hey, this might be something that I would like to do, that's when then you and them can talk and actually change over their membership to the absolute membership. And one thing that we insisted on is that even if you've signed hundreds of people under this person, that they would still be able to actually benefit from those points when they switch over, as opposed to registering over again as a absolute member. So that's huge. So they get to keep any points that they've accumulated in their own ID, plus any group points that you may have helped them get with time. So it could be 2 years from now that this person decides, hey, I want to build a business. So which is great. They're not going to lose everything that's happened since then. So there's all the benefits, but absolutely no downsides. So who will want to update? So when they're ready to update, now the statistics are 97% of all members just join to become customers and stay customers. Less than 3%, 3 to 5% of the members, and right now currently active members are over 15 million people, less than 3% are actually building this business. And so it makes sense to register everyone as the regular membership, so they can just become customers, and then from there, in the customer pool, you will then have people who pop up and say, hey, I'd like to get some information about actually making some money, right? So your goal really is always going to be to get customers, and then convert them into what we call auto consumers. And because that's where most of all your points are coming from. 97% of your point value is coming from those consumers. All right, so who is eligible? They must be Canadian citizens, and they must be, or they have to be a permanent resident, which means they have legal reasons to be in Canada. And why the absolute membership? This membership gives them the privilege of actually receiving commissions, whereas regular membership, there's no, they cannot receive any commissions. What must be updated on Edit My Account? So when somebody decides, I want to start earning income or get commissions, all they have to do is actually go into their website and click Edit My Account here at the top by their name, and they must do these things. First, they must upload a government photo ID. It could be their driver's license, it could be a passport with their face. It must be with the face, their name, and the ID of the document. They need to upload a social insurance document. Most people don't have cards now, so all you need is a document that shows your social insurance number, the full 9 digits, plus your name. The address can be different because addresses can change frequently, but your name and the SIN number has to be on that document. So it could be a T4 slip, it could be a pay stub with your name and your SIN number on it, okay? Or it could be your income tax return or form, okay? And the third thing that's required is your banking information, a direct deposit form or a picture of your check if you use checks. So those are the 3 things that need to be uploaded. So to update the membership, you're going to actually update the SIN, government photo ID, and direct deposit. You're going to you need to take pictures of them, save it in a file, and then upload. And this is, we need to do this now as well. So this hasn't changed. So this is the website where it says here upload. In the Edit My Account screen. So SIN number, you need to put in all 9 digits, do it twice just to make sure you don't make a mistake, and then attach the files here. Pretty straightforward. And then you click, are you a citizen or permanent resident? Yes. If you yes, please upload valid ID or SIN document. So we're talking about the T4 slip or your pay stub, etc. Okay. So change, not change, go there. And here's the next one. Click upload, new window will pop up. Type in your 9 digits of your SIN, and you upload those documents depending on what it's asking for. Your government ID plus your social insurance number and bank information. Okay, so there's two sets. A SIN number with government photo ID and your bank info. Okay, so by clicking, whenever you're not sure, just click this little icon that has the exclamation mark, and that will actually open up a box which shows you exactly what they want. You know, even how to take the picture. Good, not cut, not reflective, not blurry, and then a sample document of what they would accept. All right, so they make it really easy for you. Same thing with the bank. All right, the bank information, you better make sure it's correct, or else your commissions are going to be deposited into somebody else's account. So be sure it's correct. And again, bank change. You can change the banking information if you change your banks. You can do that directly here. And you need to upload your bank information. And they're going to, they're only going to accept this letter that you can download from if you bank online. It's the direct deposit form that'll have all your information, etc. Plus, or you can upload a picture of your check, and then you would use that information here. Actually, I don't think they need this. They're just saying from this information you need to put in the information. You select the bank. It could be TD, Royal, Scotia. Then the information that you need, and please upload. Yeah, now you do. Before you didn't need to upload, so upload direct deposit form. So that's what you need to get from your bank. The final steps are double check if you have inputted all the correct info. If you like to receive, this is another new checkbox. If you like to receive communication emails from Atomy Canada, mark the click box. You can always unmark it. So that would be things like your membership is about to expire, or let's say they have a new promotion, etc. So that was not available before, but now you have the option to opt in or opt out. And click confirm to save the changes. So now these two are, a lot of people, when they forget their ID or their password, this is mostly for new people. I'm just going to go over how to recover or how to get your ID and how to change your password if you've forgotten it. So what you need, this is information you need. And if you've registered a person, I would suggest you always keep this information somewhere you can access. Their first and last names, obviously, but their date of birth and their email address, okay? Especially the date of birth, because it's not going to show on their account after the 2-week period is done. And so to find the ID, you're going to need those 3 information, and if they need to change the password, then they need the membership ID and the email verification. They're going to have to do the email verification to make sure that they're the right person. Okay, so find my password. So firstly, you click login, and then there's going to be an option that says find my ID or password or forgot password, and you would just click on that. And then they would have to input their email to verify that they are who they are. So that this is an extra security step. Then they go to the email, click the confirm, and then you go to the next slide. Actually, it should say slide and not slice. So here we go. Find the ID, click check registration or log in, and then they click find my ID password and input first name, last name, date of birth, and email address. Click find my ID, and your membership ID will show at the bottom. Okay. So the difference here for password, they must do an email verification, and that's not required for finding the ID number. Okay, so here's actually the steps. See at the bottom of where you log in, there should be a little thing that says find my ID or password. Okay, and or forgot password. Okay, when you click on that, you can either go find my ID or forget my password. So you have the option to choose one or the other. And pretty straightforward. Just follow what it says. Type in the information and then click find my password or change my password. All right. So that's it for that training. I know I went through it fairly quickly, so this will be recorded, so therefore you can actually go over it once more. Once you do it a couple of times, it's going to be pretty straightforward.